Okay, I dropped my glasses someplace. It's not good when you drop your sunglasses in a cemetery. They're hard to find in a cemetery. Oh, they're there. Awesome. Today's adventure takes us to Sumter County, Florida, and to Adamsville Cemetery. This cemetery is the oldest cemetery in Sumter County. Beautiful cemetery going back to the mid-1800s. Still an active cemetery. This is actually a graveyard. We are next to a church, so this is actually officially a graveyard, not a cemetery, although they do call it a cemetery. So come join me as we explore some of these remarkable old monuments and graves at this cemetery. Well, welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. A little something different today. We are not in the Chicago area. I am in Sumter County, Florida, at Adamsville Cemetery. Got a little tired of the Chicago weather. It was getting a little too rainy and time to come down and get out of Chicago for a little bit. Caroline here, wife of D.B. Chapman, 1896 for her. There's some incredible monuments and graves in this cemetery. This old one here. I don't even see anything on that. This one does have one. Is that Lula? Swycord, wife of D.W. Swycord, passed away in 1934. And you can see how it's a little bit different here in Florida. These are above ground vaults. Some are in ground, some are above ground. Very sandy soil here. So it's probably a little more difficult to bury people, given the water table as well. Miss Sarah Swycord, 1835 to 1920. It's just nice to see these different types of monuments that you don't see in the Midwest. Another swine cord. Pretty hard to read that. Look at this. This is absolutely amazing. This plot is fenced in. Guys, look at this. The old wrought iron fence still in place, still intact, still in very good condition. I guess you don't get the rust down here that you get in the Midwest. See if I can read this. Sarah Williams, it looks like. I believe that's the name. Pretty hard to read. I'll have to do a little research on that. But that's remarkable. I really like that. That was the name on this one, 1820 to 1877. October 9th, 1820 to October 6th, 1877. So 3 days prior to the birthday. Wow, beautiful monument here. In memory of Margaret Curry, 1870 to 1882. Just wonderful. There's another Curry, S.A. Curry, 1820 to 1896. You just look at this place. The large trees with the moss vines growing. Within these grounds lie William Cassidy and Charlotte Cassidy, honored and remembered. That is a newer stone. Got Hank Cassidy, private U.S. Army, assuming World War I. Thank you for your service. Another Cassidy over here. Freemason symbol, J.W. Cassidy, 1845 to 1927, at rest. See if there's any names on this brick crypt over here. Do not see a name on that. No, I do not see a name. I do see Pearson here. So I don't know if that is Pearson or not. So here we have John Jones, a new military tombstone. Company G, 7th Florida Infantry, 1828, 1910. Confederacy. I'm so used to seeing Union soldiers being from up north that, you know, now south in Florida, that's the Confederacy down here. We have an infant. Cassidy, 1888, it looks like. Our baby. How sad. We do have there are some graves here that just say at rest. At rest. See, at rest. And the story is there's a prison not far from here, and some of the prisoners are buried in the cemetery, and some graves are unmarked and some will just say at rest. Laura Bars, 1971. $1980 for that one. What do we have here? John Milton Condrey, 1853 it looks like to 1922, and I assume this is probably his wife, Angeline, to 1943. It's one that has fallen over. The neat thing is you don't see the damage that you see up north because you don't have that freezing. You don't have the water getting into cracks and freezing and cracking this. So these are in really good shape. Condrey, 1814 to 1861. Age 46 years. So it's just different being down here. Things are in much better condition. And here's his wife, Molly, or Mousy, looks like M-O-L-C-Y, 1889. What have we got here? Willis, Remington, 1919 to 1921. Little Willis was not very old. What we have there, Leroy, is the name. Heard that something starts with an M. Son of John Calvin and Eliza Lee, 1857. Looks like he died in 1857 as well, just over a month old. Here's Warren Cooper, it looks like. 1859 to 1861. And this is another son. So John and Eliza lost sons very close together. 1857 there, and unfortunately 1861 there. It's very sad. We see more of these at rest. They're just kind of scattered throughout. Lamb there, so I'm assuming a baby or a small child. Same here. Pretty difficult to read. This one's 1943, it looks like. It just looks older. Marshall is the name. Can't read the last name on that. See if I can read this. Ada Lars, it looks like. 1880 to 1970. Almost 90 years old. Remarkable. Yeah, decided to do something a little bit different. Down to Florida, check out a couple cemeteries down here. So here, very well decorated. I'm assuming that this person was a Marine. I don't know why I get that assumption. 1954 to 2015 for Neil, it looks like. And next to him is Donald Curry, to the U.S. Navy. Laura is the name, wife of W.J. Monroe. Born January 22nd, 1858. Died November 23rd, 1882. So very young. Very young. And here's W.J. Monroe. He's the husband, 1845 to 1906. I love the patina on these tombstones down here. It's just quite remarkable. Ed Young is the name, son of Ed and Maggie. Laws is the last name. Died July 9th, 1907. 3 years old. Little Ed. Such a shame. Let's check out this tombstone in the trees. Let's see if we can see it here. Miss Mary Hull, it looks like. If you guys can see that. Died 1890 at 80 years old. Wow. Here we have a chained off plot. See the chains there and the little pillars. Let's see if, oh, here's the name. Alyssa Taylor, 1835 to 1914. It says Auntie or Auntie. depending on where you're from. This one is smaller in size. I'm wondering if this is a child. Albert Augustus Melson. Yeah, 1916 to April 1916. So he was just a couple months old, unfortunately. Let's see what we have over here. So I see another little fenced off part here, but I can't tell. Here it is, so some of it's gone. 1852 to 1896 says mother, and Melson's the name, and then father 1851 to 1898 it looks like. So at one time you could see the chain there. So at one time this also came out, and this was chained off, but no longer. Saw the Freemason symbol on this one, thought I should check it out. W.R. Yarborough, 1872 to looks like 1920 on that. And you can see the initials of the person, J.N., probably the person that did the inscribing here. These above ground tombs are really nice. And speaking of nice, I want to take you and show you the one that's over here. This one caught my eye. It's like an arch. Oh wow, you could see the slab has moved. The slab has slid over. That is interesting. You can see the arch has also moved a bit. Dorothy is a name. Last name starts with a J. 1913 to 1918. So looks like Dorothy was only about 5 years old. And Nellie Louise, 1916 to 1916. So that's sad. Two little sisters that passed away very young. But a nice memorial for them. And next to them we have Mitchell. (1921 to 1923). So another grave of a young child. Take a look at a couple of these brick ones down here. Interesting. I don't want to walk on them, so let me go over here. Got Maggie Barnes, 1968. You're gonna have to read, I guess, upside down here. Let's see, John James Barnes, 1952. Charles Barnes, private, World War II, thank you for your service. And then we have BIRCIE Barnes, 1933. What a cemetery, incredible cemetery. All right, thank you guys so much for coming on a walk with me today in this beautiful old cemetery here in Sumter County, Florida. What a great cemetery. You know, a lot of these now with the tombs that are above ground, which you don't see a whole lot of that in the Midwest. The tombstones are in much better condition than they are in the Midwest. You don't see the Woodsmen of America though. You don't see those because those are pretty much exclusive to the Midwest area. So thank you again for joining me. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you like my content, please feel free to subscribe. And until next time, keep exploring.